All right, today I will be doing a live cooking tutorial for creamy Tuscan chicken. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some ingredients to show you what ingredients that you have to use to make the creamy Tuscan chicken. All right. So we're gonna start with showing you what the ingredients are. We got some ground oregano. We got some McCormick black pepper, some Morton kosher salt, cherry tomatoes, lemon. Can't see it. 1 second. Spinach, garlic cloves, extra virgin olive oil, butter, and also as a side, we're going to serve asparagus and some instant mashed potatoes. Last but not least, because I forgot, last but not least, you're going to need chicken breasts. These are boneless, skinless chicken breasts for the creamy Tuscan chicken. So, this is my first time cooking this recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the recipe that I got from delish.com, and I'm going to be going from that recipe. So the first thing we're going to do is wash my hands, and then we are going to mince the garlic. And I'm going to put the minced garlic in here. So I'm going to peel the garlic, pull the leaves off of it. until we get to the smooth surface. Standing right in front of the vent. Gotta back up. I probably should have did this before I started, but I wanted to do everything like right in front of the camera. So I'm just peeling the shell of the garlic cloves off. So I get to the center, smooth part, smooth surface part. It's gonna take a little bit. So if you wanna sit back and relax, listen to your music until I finish this part and move on to the next step, which is mincing. I'm gonna rinse it off and mince it. Getting closer to the surface. Continue to peel the shell off. I know some people are like neat and have to continuously clean their kitchen as stuff is falling, but I'm not going to do that. If you work in a restaurant, stuff falls all the time and nobody's there to pick it up. You have to wait till you get some free time and walk around and pick it up later. So that's what we're going to do here. You hear it crying. My dog is in her kennel. She wants to be out. I'm gonna just crack it open. And so when you're finished de-shelling it, it should be to the smooth part. So all stuff like this shouldn't be there. It should just be a smooth surface like that all the way around. Excuse my fingernails. I did not go get my nails done before I did this because they look terrible. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm de-shelling my garlic cloves, and I'm going to wash them. And what we're going to do with the garlic cloves is we're going to mince it, and then we're going to place it in butter and olive oil and saute it before we saute our chicken breasts. And we are making creamy Tuscan chicken. And this is our first time making it. And, well, not our, but my first time making it. And my first time trying creamy Tuscan chicken. And so if you've ever had it and you want to learn how to make it, you can make it with me, or you can just watch me make it. And I don't really need this whole thing, so I got enough. I'm just gonna set this to the side and finish shelling this part. Right now, I'm just trying to make sure I got all the little pieces off. Okay. And so now I'm just gonna wash that off, and then after I wash that off, I'm going to mince it, and we're gonna start the butter and olive oil. To mince it, I'm gonna use this part right here with my shredder, my grater, sorry. So now I am going to mince this garlic. And I'm just going to do against here. I don't know if you can see it, but and you just press firmly against it and go up and down motion. And so it's down to here now. And I'm just doing it this way now. Take a butter knife and scoop it in there because it's stuck to the grater. And then I'm going to do the next one. Oops. Don't fall. All right, Phil. I might have to fill another one, but it's okay. It will be fine. Everything wants to fall today. Let's start over. Rewind. So right now I'm just fingering the garlic, the minced part inside of here. Had a little technical difficulties, but we got it. Finger sticky, but I'm gonna. This is how much garlic I'm gonna use. I'm only cooking 2 pieces. All right, so we mixed the garlic. I'm not gonna shred the other one. We'll mix the other one. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. It'll be okay. The recipe calls for us to melt some butter and to use some extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna make sure I got the right measurements. Okay, so the recipe requires 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. I got the Food Lion brand. And 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I got Parquet. It's probably salted, but there goes nothing. So that's 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna cut it about to here. It's gonna be that much. Don't laugh at my knife. tablespoon. So now we're just gonna heat that up, and then we're gonna heat that up and let that melt, let the butter melt. Then we're gonna sprinkle the minced garlic inside. While we're waiting for that to heat up, we can go ahead and wash off we can go ahead and wash off our chicken breast. I'm only cooking 2. I know a lot of people say they just pat dry their meat, but I always rinse mine off as well. So now I'm going to put the minced garlic in. Then we're going to salt and pepper our meat. And place it in our skillet. Using kosher salt, black pepper, and oregano. And you're gonna season your meat to your desire, to your liking, to your taste, however your taste buds fit. I don't want to tell you a certain thing and it's too salty for you. And so what we're going to do is make sure that it gets golden brown on both sides, each piece of meat. So in about 3 more minutes, we'll flip that over. And let me get smoky in here. Oh, I almost forgot Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese and heavy whipping cream also goes with this. And you're going to use those to make the sauce. Hello to everybody. Sorry I missed the chat. Okay, so now we are going to flip it over to the other side. Okay, I'm going to charge this side. Let me turn it down some. Now I'm going to add the other piece. And so once again, I seasoned my chicken breast with black pepper, coarse kosher salt, and oregano ground powder. Turn it over at 642. If I do this right, it should look like the picture. If I don't do this right, it will not look like the picture. But it's okay. I will try again. Not here, not today, but on another day. So this is what the meat looks like. It's hot. It's very hot. Okay, set it to the side and let it rest. Next step will be making the sauce. We're going to use cherry tomatoes, some more garlic, Parmesan cheese, spinach, heavy cream, and that's going to be for the salsa. I'm going to rinse off the tomatoes. And mix 2 more cloves. After this, I'll do a tasting and let you know how I did. So, mince our garlic, and now we're going to rinse off our cherry tomatoes and cut them in half. It's supposed to be a third cup. I'm gonna just do a handful because I do what I want. Who follows the recipe anyway? Then you're supposed to cut them in half and disperse them inside of the skillets to saute until they wilt. Hold on, it's supposed to be tomatoes and then this garlic, so let's put this. Saucepan. I'm just gonna have some with my Birkin knife. My knife with the missing handle. Alright, so we got those tomatoes halved. Reduce heat to medium, add cherry tomatoes, and cook for 2 minutes until they soften. I'm sorry, but I think we need to add more lubricant and depress this before we go to the next step. Oh, it's not. I thought it was crusty. Maybe they're right. I don't know. Let's keep it like it is. Let's go with it. I still want to add a little more olive oil to it. A little nervous about this. Because the minced garlic is burned, so it's gonna have like a blackened effect. 6:54, we should be able to add our minced garlic at 6:56. I'm just stirring around. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the minced garlic. And this is supposed to go in for a minute. So 6:57. And it smells absolutely delicious. Okay, 6:57. Next step is, hurry up. Okay. Pour in heavy cream and let it simmer for 1 to 2 minutes until it thickens slightly. So now we are pouring in our heavy cream. That's a half a cup. I got the Mayola heavy whipping cream. So I pour that in 1 to 2 minutes until it thickens. Gonna let that simmer. So I'm gonna stir it up real quick and then I'm gonna put the lid on and let it simmer until 7 o'clock. Okay, so it's simmered for 2 minutes. Next step, stir in Parmesan cheese and spinach and cook for about a minute until the spinach wilts. All right, Parmesan cheese is up next. Let's get it. Parmesan cheese and spinach. And the recipe calls for about a quarter of a cup of Parmesan, but you saw what I did. I just poured a whole bunch of cheese in there. As far as spinach, 3 cups of baby spinach. Right now I'm washing off my spinach. I should have done this before. Because now it's taking a time that I don't have. So now we're trying to wilt this spinach up in here. I think there's too much spinach, but we'll see. It ain't wilted yet. Yay, it's wilting. My sauce is thick and getting pretty. Okay, I'm gonna let it go for, I'm gonna say 105, 106. I'm gonna check back at 105, and then if I feel like it needs a little more, I'll go 106. Because I really want to pay attention to the time when I did this time, this turnaround. Alright. I can put some stuff away. Let it go to 106. I mean 706, sorry. And so once we get to 7:06, well, I think I can go ahead and edit now. Once we get to a part where the actual spinach is wilting, we add our chicken breast back. I should use a fork for this. Back to the skillet. We add it back. I'm gonna wash this off real quick. And we're supposed to spin. We're supposed to spoon, I keep saying spin, spoon our sauce over the chicken. And we're supposed to be done after that. After like a minute or two of doing that. And then we'll move on to asparagus and mashed potatoes. So let's grab something to give you some flip. I'm tearing up the kitchen. What to do? I'm organized. We just gonna use what we got right here. Just spoon it over the chicken. Okay? And so I'm gonna cut it off because now it should be cooked, right? Now it should be cooked. I'm gonna let that rest on the stove. I'm gonna add this back. The lemon. What you're supposed to do with the lemon is you're supposed to cut this lemon into wedges. You're going to take one of these wedges and you're going to squeeze it onto the chicken when you plate it. And then the other wedges are going to sit on your plate. I did not do my wedges right. I'm doing it all wrong. Alright. My wedges look terrible, but I did something, right? Okay, dokie. So that part is done. The next matter of business will be mashed potatoes. And so making the instant mash, it just requires water, 2 cups of water for 4 servings, and 1 cup of potatoes. I don't do mine like that. I'm about to boil this water. Oh, I'll show you how much I got in here. So it's like a quarter of the pan full. Where did I do my butter? It's over here. I got the home style butter, but it's never too much butter, right? So I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of butter inside of there. And I'm gonna let that boil. Gonna add half of this to, it's like a 4 ounce, so it's about 2 ounces of heavy whipping cream. And we're gonna let it boil. I'm also cooking asparagus with this. For the asparagus, I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil, Okay, it is now boiling. Great, let's turn it down some. So what I'm about to do now is pour in my potatoes. And you just stir it and you just pour in until it thickens. So it gets extremely thick. I know somebody watching to make sure I don't burn the house down. And that's how the potatoes look. Some people like theirs thicker. This is just right for me. And I can use the other eyes. I like this eye in particular for some reason. Alright, next step. Wash the asparagus while allowing the olive oil to heat up. I'm gonna cook about this much. It has a little sizzle. Gotta let it heat back up. There we go. So we're going to add salt and lemon juice. That lemon was tasty. And I'm gonna add a little garlic powder. To me, asparagus looks like little bamboo trees, little miniature ones. Because of the ridges and stuff with the bamboo. I never ate asparagus raw, like raw asparagus. I wonder what it has in. Hold on, let me try it for you. I don't taste bad. If I get sick, you know why? Because I didn't even rinse this off. Let me rinse it. No, this one tastes bad. It tastes like a raw green bean. Like the first kind. And you're gonna saute your asparagus until it gets soft and tender, like any other thing. Right now, I ran out of oil in this pan, so I'm gonna drop some more in there. Be a little generous. So it's nice and lubricated. Not too generous. You don't want to deep fry them, but you for sure want to get the oil on them. Just enough that it'll get a nice coat. Not too much. Food is done. We have creamy Tuscan chicken, asparagus, and mashed potato. We're gonna see how it turned out. Every day.